you know, like a bubble tournament, but never anything like this. They've had their struggles as an org. Finally, they've found their 3 players, in Chronic, Oski, and Atow. Particularly in Chronic, the man to build the team around. This could be the org's moment as much as the players. Finally, Team Liquid will have an RLCS victory unless Karmine Corp can break their hearts and continue their own split of dominance.
This is going to be that moment where Team Liquid think, yeah, we made that right decision. Yes, they've done incredibly well so far, but until you get that dub, until you lift that metaphorical trophy, you don't necessarily think that it's going to be possible for all of these teams. Of course it is. Not everybody can win. And yet Liquid potentially showing that they are winners here today. In November, at the end of this split, right before the fall major, the online portion, Oski with 27 boosts, these are Chronic Central passes, but Exotic, he is wise to them now, cutting off the infield perfectly.
Itachi, he's up. He's all alone. He's only got a Chronic staring at him, but he can charge down the other Team Liquid player that got the touch. Tira flies in. He's been somewhat blunted these last couple of games. It was his mistake, but lost in the last one on Wasteland. Can he rectify the error? I'm sure he'll find a way. This could be a chance, and there it is. He gets a little bit of space in the opposition box. He does not miss.
Bob's Ramen witnesses that banger. Coming in for the left-hand wing, Vatira slices across the goal. There was a defender, but you don't necessarily think he's going to shoot there, especially considering his passing history rather. You normally send that towards the center or off the backboard. Instead, this time going for that straight shot and throwing off the defense. Big clear away from Vatira this time, but caught out by a Chronic. The second touch isn't able to come in, and Oski has to leave the ground as Vatira wanted to challenge him on the floor.
Oski did so well there. Chronic, a goal-saving demo, I think, flying in, but Karmine Corp are keeping up this pressure. They very well could double up their lead soon, the way things are going. Exotic puts that one to the side and gets the second touch, but it only sends him wide. It's a little bit desperate right now for Team Liquid, and that's because Karmine Corp once again have gone up yet another gear.
Oof.
Team Liquid now playing counter-attacking Rocket League.
How do they have 8 gears? It's the fact that KC are able to just, okay, we've got them in 5th gear, fair play, you are flying. 6th gear, okay, you look unbeatable. We're on like 8th gear now. And the fact that they are able to just continue finding ways to improve is mind-boggling to me. And also it shows that they know that there are areas that they can improve on in any given game. Oski stealing 1 boost away, sees a couple central, instead fakes that one away and then maintains control. Great play from him with the reset. Only 10 though, goes for the double, goes for the bump, but misses both of them as Exotic takes full control of this play.
He has Atow in front of him, gets it past him, tries to maneuver the ball into the corner. It was actually very similar to Vatira's finish that put Karmine Corp in the lead earlier on, just from the other side.
Demo?
Team Liquid have a chance. There's a musty. Oh! Oh! It's exactly
the equalizer! Atow! Hey, but I don't care if that's what he meant. He gets the goal. It fakes out Vatira in its entirety. Vatira has to block high, he has to block low, and instead it can trickle its way in. They all count for 1, and the equalizer is exactly what we needed to see from Liquid on Neo Tokyo. We're dead level.
Another chance maybe early on after the kickoff for Team Liquid. Atow to the ceiling. So I think that's, no, there was a double commit there from Karmine Corp, but Exotic falls down heroically. Now we've got a bump attempt for Vatira. He's up against Oski, who's just been bumped. It hits Exotic en route and somehow doesn't go in.
And the sheer patience from Oski there just to wait on the floor, knows that if he goes high, Vatira's waiting for him. He wants him to jump to get out of position. Brilliant play from him. Large Oscar is certainly fully in play here. Sent long with 2 minutes remaining for Exotic to pick up. Atow challenging, again completely diving at every ball that they can with the sheer speed and grace of a lion on a train. To save away Itachi high into that corner. Instead now 3 commit on the ball. KC looking somewhat flummoxed at the pressure they're being subjected to.
But still they refuse to concede again. They do not want to go behind here. They have to win this one to KC just to force the game 7. Otherwise, the regional belongs to Team Liquid. KC do get a huge clearance all the way to the other end. It's massive. Same again, back and forth. No one wants to make a mistake at this point. The boomer ball comes out, but that is an unforced double commit. Can it put them in too much danger? There's a miss there, another fake from a Chronic. Vatira's coming in, and Austin just gets the ball away from his own goal.
It was that and a double backflip. It opened the gate somewhat for KC to get something, but instead nobody comes in. Oski pre-flipping onto that ball with 0 boost. He now ends up with 1. Wants to rotate via that mid, but Vatira looking dangerous in the skies. Atow to save it away on that occasion. A chronic high with Oski committing as well. That's going to be another burn 30 boost. Atow missing. Instead, Itachi goes to the backboard, but a chronic positioning leaves that ball in a very boomable position.
All of these players are stretched. They are tired. The amount of misses coming in the air is unlike anything we've seen in this series so far. Like nothing we've seen from Karmine Corp in this entire split. Such is the exhaustion that Team Liquid's constant attack is putting upon them. We remain locked. 1-1, 30 seconds left. Champions Field potentially beckoning, but Karmine Corp have to just unlock that. Oh, maybe this is it. No, it's another save. A huge block on the goal line from Team Liquid.
Pass?
And now they have the pass to the other side. Itachi, he backflips. And Exotic is in the perfect place to take it away.
In the air is KC, and it falls to the back left corner. Atow challenges Itachi. Instead, Itachi can weasel his way through backboard for Oski to send it long. Chronic goes for the bump on Exotic. Oski again going for these attacks. So many 50s coming central. Atow wants to go for that one to get a pass off. Instead, Exotic now at 0 seconds, 1-1. This overtime, as it apparates, is going to separate us from either a champion on Neo Tokyo or Champions Field Game 7.
Exotic should be able to boom this one away, but now a Chronic comes in. It's a good start to the overtime right now for Team Liquid. Karmine Corp back into defensive responsibilities as soon as possible. This one could be it. Oh, Itachi! He just about nips in, but Team Liquid will carry on.
Again, Aerial is a Chronic. The backboard has Vatira clearing it long. They're starting to get withered away. Low on boost. Atow with a pre-jump still can't beat out the speed of Exotic. A Chronic just has to clear that one long. Exotic, though, sees him land back on the floor. Atow to receive Oski's pass. A save from Itachi, keeping KC in this series and competition.
They do not look comfortable right now, though, Karmine Corp. Vatira might be able to give them just a little bit more comfort. He hasn't got it at least down to the other end. Pass almost backfired. Team Liquid read it, but they couldn't quite get the touch. And Oski can clear.
The sheer aggression from KC, they know what works for them. It's throwing everything. That's going to ramp down awkwardly, but Atow's able to read it fantastically. Somehow, in the end, Vatira, low on, high on boost, but low on going forward power. The acceleration just not going for him there. Oski and Itachi challenging in that back left corner now, floating awkwardly. Neither team wanted to commit on that ball. So every single play could be the final one. Exotic bumping one. Vatira now in the skies. We know how dangerous he is. The bump, the chance, the Oski to be the blockade. That one now floating very nicely, but nobody taking the full chance on it. Now the 100 boost picked up by Vatira. He doesn't go for the reset. Instead, he goes to the ceiling. No one to shoot this time for KC as Exotic hangs back.
Finally, KC had run out of boost, and Team Liquid can nip away Vatira. Huge save and the composure and presence of mind to get it all the way again on the floor. Of staying grounded, this player. Never waste an aerial, but Team Liquid playing in the air. It's a real difference in dynamics right now. Team Liquid to the skies, KC on the floors. Which one is going to come out on top? This one's going to fall to Atow, and he is on the floor.
Straight to the sky with the reset, though. Gets over a single player. Vatira to save it away. But that one's slow, lofting, floaty. As a Chronic can shoot, saved away this time. Exotic and Itachi both committing on that one. A little bit of panic potentially on that goal line. Vatira shooting and Oski pre-jumping the save. Get down, Mr. President. We need you alive.
Exotic has to avoid Oski there. He did just about enough. Atow up against Vatira. He nearly passed him. Atow gets it into the top right corner. Team Liquid, for the first time in the org's history, take a regional victory. And these three players will be EU's second seed at the Rotterdam Major.
Champions!